trouble. We can't be in trouble, it's sunny outside. We're in trouble on a global level. On a global level, we're faced with some enormous problems beyond what any one individual can deal with. If you look at the whole of the world's population, that much of the world can't read, that much of the world can read. You are the only person out of your 100 million people that you represent on our globe are the only one that's going to get to go to college. This young lady represents the 100 million people out of the whole planet that has access to a computer. In real life, how many people have a computer in this room or have access to it in their home? We're all within that 100 million, represented by that young lady there. These 6 people represent people that own 60% of the wealth of the nation, of the whole globe. So if we imagine this plateful of chocolate biscuits as everything in the whole world, out of this, you lot, these all biscuits. That's how it's shared out on a global level. Can you imagine how if you only had this much to share out between you all that you could get some conflict? This is why we're here for this week, because you are going to get the opportunity to express your opinion and be listened to.
In shops they could use, instead of using stuff like plastic covering, they could use paper or
okay, good.
something
So,
like more natural.
so we're looking at organic,
something more natural and
biodegradable, yeah.
Every tree that they cut down they should plant another one.
As late as 1750s you could actually walk between Briar and Tresco at low tide and not get your feet wet. So it's something 250 years ago. It shows how much the sea level's risen since then. Now at low tide I can wade up to my waist across.
You know those windmills, have you seen them? They're in Cornwall, those windmills.
Yes, I have.
Because 2 of them will do enough for all of the islands. All of the people living on the island, so 2 of them will do enough. So.
Is that why they have so many?
Well, yeah, because there's more people to do. So anything more than 2 of them we'd actually be exporting energy to the mainland. Something to consider. Only would take 2.
We've got some pretty good ideas, lots of ideas, I think.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, you can keep exploring this throughout the week in different ways, and also taking a bit of time out here and there to talk to your parents about it, or your gran, or in the streets, or whoever you bump into. Just say, this is what we're up to. What do you think? What do you know about it?
In a small community, especially one like Scilly, where the desirability to come and live in Scilly is huge. If we build more houses to give young people a home, a starting home, if you like, then what we're actually doing is making the problem worse. And I'll explain. If you've got 1,000 houses and you've got 100 people on the waiting list for a house, for a home, that's 10%. Yeah? So you say, or I say, right, I know, I'll solve the problem. We'll go and build 100 houses. Problem solved. Everyone's happy, they've all got a house. But it's only a matter of time before the waiting list will still be 10%. Your problem's just bigger than the problem I had. Social housing, the government said that everyone's got the right to buy them, which is, you could argue is a good thing, but then some people buy their house at very little money, and then go and sell it for a huge amount of money. And it's another house that's gone from outside the islands, because no one locally, well not many people locally can afford them. It's a free country, you can go and do it. So it's democracy at play. But in a small community, should we question it? How detrimental is it to us? Where would you like to live?
Here.
You'd like to live in Scilly?
We're doing housing, transport
And employment.
and I would like to come back, but the houses over here are really expensive.
To
I'd
move
rather
on.
be able to live here,
Where do you think your future lies then?
not on this side of Massachusetts.
Don't a lot of people have 2 jobs as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that can't actually make enough money out of just the one job, so they have to get 2 jobs, which takes up 7 days the week and they don't get any time off. Because it's all hotel work, so not many people get a job through the winter.
Or you can be strong. It's different, okay? You can make the movement say something. This whole thing, this whole conference is about empowerment for you, for the youth, to actually go, oi, listen to us, look what we can do. Look what we've done in a very short session. And you can make a statement with that and blow people away. That's the whole point. That's why you've got dance, that's why you've got circus, that's why you've got physical skills, that's why you've got your book being made, you've got a film being made about it. It's all going to say something. You reach right up now, you reach right out, you stretch right to the side, then the arms go back up to the top. Right, on it. Go back to the right. In fact, just lie down over our arms, get yourselves lying down there. It's like there, he can climb, he can crawl along.
Well, like it's spend the down.
And you can help him along. Right, that's okay. But just, do you see what I mean? Like with yourself up. See what I mean? So you two, like two people can make a shape together. They can do this, that, the other. There you go. There you go. You got it. You can lean over towards him. Yeah, good. You strong? I know he's got strength. Okay, but you get your own back in a minute. Step, step, scoop, step back, step down, step it over, bring yourself back to the crouch, come up, shoulder roll.
And the issues we're talking about at the moment are, well, the rising sea level.
Yeah, the whole
the ice
there
cap,
is going to go down, but my house won't because it's.
and the ice caps in Antarctica are melting, so the sea level is rising, and it's rising about 2.5 metres to 5 metres every 1,000 years. So soon this island won't be here anymore.
Well, there used to be one island called Linus, but they're split apart by the rising sea. Briar, St Martin's, Mary's, Tresco and Agnes. So there's 5 habited islands, and Samson's uninhabited. So there's supposed to be a curse there, so no one lives there. And there's loads more, but I don't know them.
Making images out of people, yeah? That's how we communicate ideas in my business. So we've got a very simple little image there, and we've got a few ideas of what it could be. We could dress them up a bit, couldn't we? I like the idea of an island, you know, a dress with the waves coming in on it, and a tree on the top. Like that, yeah? So, and that. So there's a little clip. Yeah? So if you just think of that a little bit, can you take your arms flat? So this part of your hand is flat and body. Yeah? So it's like.
We learned a dance routine as well, and we learned how to do make pyramids to demonstrate how the rocks fall off, and the person in ours tumbles off the top.
I feel like quite scared because I want to come back here and live here after like school because I like it here. Like we've gone back for generations on the islands, but knowing that they're all going to go is quite upsetting, really. Not just for people who live here, but people who come over as tourists. So I think I don't know. There's nothing you can do really apart from like recycle and help the world because you can't go back in time and stop it really. And slow, you can only slow it down really. I don't recycle that much, but I want to now that I know that the islands might drown. Because everyone's saying, oh, we don't have a cinema, we don't have McDonald's, but that's what makes us different. Well, we've just been in music and we've just made up songs about waste. So a lot of people have put a lot of input into that. So I've been learning the guitar and stuff, and we've been practicing the singing.
Then we just explored all the ideas that we could under that heading. We came up with all of that. And then bit by bit we started talking about aspects of that we just looked at. Came up with some verses. But we don't know exactly how it goes yet. It's going to be an organic thing that grows. We don't want it, but we get it. It contaminates our lives, but we let it. Something like that.
One.
The rivers and the seas, got the fishes that we eat, and the meat from visitors, then the butcher's waste absurd.
Okay, alright. How much did they have to do with this? All of it? Yeah?
Right.
Brilliant. I like this.
Make sure you come in on the right beat. You're obviously you're on the beat and the guitar's off the beat. Okay? So don't let it throw you. You've really got to think. Keep the count.
Maybe it's not the right, like the first one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like the first and the last verse.
We don't know that one. We never did that with us.
No, it is. It is what it's like.
Yeah.
Don't anybody be afraid of the microphone.
It makes me so
scary.
The microphone is your friend.
Right. Let's take each verse one at a time now and nail it, right? Well, I'll just hang around and anybody I can nab, I'm just going to...
Beat it into them.
Yeah, so that at least there's a core of people, this is why I keep saying, at least there's a core of people who know what they're doing, that other people can listen to or copy or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But at least for the parade, there'll be people playing the loudest instruments that can actually play the rhythm that is required, rather than just going crazy.
Ready? Go. Hello, I'm Tom Scott. Our main headlines tonight are shocking news from the Isles of Scilly. St Mary's has been submerged into 4 small islands. Here is Aaron May, live at the Isles of Scilly.
St Mary's has been flooded, the water has destroyed at least 50 homes, and only the high ground has survived. People are blaming people who lived between the years 1990 and 2070 for burning fossil fuels and heating up the planet and causing the ice to melt away.
What you've got to do though, folks, is if we're going to produce this for everyone on Friday, we need to have stuff coming in tomorrow or this afternoon.
We can reduce costs in printing, which is always a problem, by using 2-colour. But some of the pages are printed in full colour, the centre one. Yeah, so this is all reducing costs. But we're going to go for the start with full colour, so we can do it in full colour. We can gradually reduce colours as well. Today, what we need to do is produce a double page. These things that we came up with, and we've got some notes here. So far, we've done brilliantly, and we've got a plan, and it's a load of notes on a blue piece of paper, but somehow we have to make that look like this.
When you last saw me, I was doing this bit, but now, how you got with the heart?
Eat your heart out, Matisse. I think it was a Rubens. It's just gone for $70 million. $74 million. 5p reckon. I don't think they're asking enough. He came here to ask, could I help him write his thing, and I suggest we need to do that by the end of the day so that you can practice it tonight.
Yeah.
But then he went running off.
I'll have to find him. I shall track him.
Am I being filmed?
No. It's all an illusion.
You see, I'd rather you have this side.
Oh, okay.
We've got plenty of the brown stuff down here.
Reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Excellent.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 really good questions here. And we need to find a way of asking those tomorrow. Where does waste come from? We've been talking about that a bit in the week, haven't you? Why are all the green bins around town taken away in winter? Now that's quite a good sort of direct question. They might be able to come up with an answer tomorrow, or it's certainly something that they'll be able to go away and think about and give you an answer to. Girls, tell me if this is right, because I wrote it down slightly differently to the way that you said it, okay? Why aren't waste separation bins provided for people to recycle at home? Is that an okay way of putting it?
Recycling instead of burning it and ruining the environment view and the environment.
And the climate.
Wave, do something silly. Wave. Styling. No, do. Smile. Well, girls, can you just shout, smile for silly?
Smile for silly.
No, get him chocolate out of your mouth and shout it again. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Smile for silly.
Oh, you miserable bunch. Alright. So these are all hats? These hats? Do you know what's it worth? Oh. Look at Cat here. Cat.
Meow. Meow.
It's like feathers.
Don't worry, if the baseline goes out on all 4 beats or just on 1 you're ready to stay the same the way through. If it starts lagging a bit, it's starting to fall apart, we might the hands coming on a bit more and then we'll force you.
Like, if children have any ideas, if they're like crap or good, even if they're like good, the adults are so opinionated and patronising they don't bother listening to us.
Well, they ask and they listen, and then they go, oh, we'll do something about that then. And then like 6 months later we're like, oh, what happened to that? They're like, we decided it wasn't such a good idea. And like,
Even though these big global people are trying to figure out some global problems. It's down to people at the local level, in every locality, to start working together to start dealing with these issues. And so, this is why we've started to work with the young people this week so we can start to listen to their views.
I enjoy living on the Isles of Scilly. The activities there are, as well as are well thought and planned well. It is safe to go round at night and you don't have the feeling someone's watching you. Everyone is friendly and welcomes you to the island with open arms. This week we have met with many important guests and council workers who have helped us explore lots of different issues. The housing crisis is getting worse because teachers are being employed, but they haven't been given secure housing, and the house is very expensive to buy and rent. The wages are not very high and there are not many jobs.
The sun rays travel through the atmosphere, heating up the earth.
The radiation gets caught inside the greenhouse gases, causing the greenhouse effect.
The sea level is rising at about the speed of 2.5 to 5 metres every 1,000 years.
This may not sound like much, but if it carries on, in a matter of years the islands will be destroyed. There are simple things we can do, but we all must work together. The world is a delicate place, not just the islands, so therefore we must think globally, act locally.
is our current play park. There are many reasons why people do not like this, but some of the most common ones are the lack of care towards it, the age limit, and the lack of equipment. This is the proposed site for the new recreation centre, the field outlined in yellow. The things that I like most about this site are its location, its size, and its accessibility. Some of the things that were suggested to be built on this site were a salt course, a zip line, an adventure park, a cargo net, some climbing frames, and a quiet or wildlife area. If you have any other suggestions, please write them down on the paper provided. Thank you.
On behalf of all of us kids, we'd like to say thank you for listening. And don't get it wrong, we'd like to work with you.
Now, all of the young people have worked incredibly hard this week. We've had such a busy schedule. They've been working right through their lunch hours, after school clubs, and then when they get home, they've been writing poems. They've done just non-stop. We've pushed them really, really hard all week, and so they've really kept up. And it's just shown just how interested they've been in these sorts of topics. We're hoping this is the start of a dialogue, really, through the because we started off the week, and what the aim was to find out the current situation. So for waste, for housing, for employment, for jobs, for the landscape, for the environment, find out where we are, and then it was over to you. Let's have a vision of the future, and that's how a lot of these pieces have come together. It's visions of the future. It's how we want it to be.
Thank you very much, everyone. I'm sure you'll all agree, as we get older in life, life gets a little bit more complicated. You know, we get a house and we get a mortgage and a car and various other things. And the clarity of life and our vision does get clouded up a little bit. And that is why I'm a big believer in actually listening to, involving the creative skills and the energies of young people, because they still have a clarity of vision for the future, for life, for joy, and for the clown that's in all of us that helps us through our lives. Big round of applause from everyone on the island, I'm sure.
This is part of our drive throughout the country to prepare children more effectively for citizenship in our country and globally.
Thank you to them, all the young people here this afternoon. It's been fantastic to come along and see them all, and all the effort that has gone in from all of you guys. Thank you very much. And well done to them. Good afternoon.
It's great to see the young people of the islands taking interest in the future of the islands, the environment, housing, and all the knotty problems that we have. The future of the islands is in their hands. It's not in old fogies like me. It's excellent, and keep it up.
Great. Well, that's lovely.
Yeah, excellent. Really good. Basically.
Yeah.
Good that they're thinking about the future.
Yeah.
To do. It's different, Yeah. It's not to get people like that involved, is it? Especially youngsters.
No.
It's different for us as You well. need something on an island like this, don't you? You've got to think about things.
I'm sure the reason why I've come is because it's for the environment and things.
Yeah. Very impressed.
Yeah.
But where will the skate park be?
What about what the young people were saying? Do you think that was
very good indeed. I agree with all they say, because I've said a lot about the way things are carrying on.
Yeah.
And it's always a top dog that gets the cream.
The islands have been here for so long. I think the council should have addressed the situation a long time ago.
Yeah.
We were really behind the times when it comes to disposing of our waste.
It's been a really useful experience. The children have seen people's faces who are involved in work that they're seeking to influence, and they've been listened to, and that's really important because it's their future. It's them who needs houses, it's them who needs a clean water supply, and we need to work together to make sure that they have the future that they deserve.
Recycling is all we need to cleanse the world pollution free. Recycling is all we need to cleanse the world pollution free. Recycling is all we need to cleanse the world pollution free. Recycling is all we need to cleanse the world pollution free. Recycling is all we need to cleanse the world pollution free. Recycling. That's all. I'll be the chorus.
Not you. Can I bring you bananas, please?
Oh yeah.
Bananas!
Right.
That's good.
Fantastic.